stories is all coming up next on this vlog, so stick till the end. You're gonna enjoy it all. So this is what went down. DIY septic tank construction. As you just saw inside there, that first septic tank is full, literally full, and I'm gonna check now on the second septic tank. Same story. As you're gonna see now, it is also full. What happened is we had heavy rain, flooding for almost 3 weeks non-stop. So that heavy rain brought us a lot of water underground. As you can see, as we are busy digging the new hole for the new septic tank, as you can see, there is the waste water coming through from that septic tank. I just showed you the two of them. So lucky enough, this banana, I was supposed to cut it down, but I'm like, okay, let it be. I'm just gonna cut by the edge there so you can see the roots of the banana tree. It survived. Welcome to another village life vlog, DIY with me, TK. Let's go. So yeah, you can see, let me introduce to you my dearest friend, someone is always coming through to help me out with my DIYs. Douglas, the man who knows it all. Yeah, so we just started digging the hole here. This is gonna be our third hole, but it's at least in a time frame of 9 years. So the first two septic tanks, we had them now for almost 9. This is the 9th year, so it really did survive. But sadly, because of the heavy rains, which made the underground to be so wet, and there's still water now as I'm recording this vlog for you. As you can see, as we are digging here, it is wet under the ground. There is wet, so the water is still there because of the heavy rains, which rained for 3 weeks non-stop. So we encountered some problems down there. Lots of stone. I say we because I did also help. You will see me now and then. I was not only behind the scenes, I did help out. I'm there, you'll see. So what he's doing there, as you realize it's wet under the ground there, he has to rinse or wash his hands there with river sand so that the hands can be a bit dry. So that the hands can be a bit dry to avoid the hands to be slippery as he carries the stones out. So you can see, the more we are digging, the more water is coming through. So it is wet underground, but we still have to go. We're looking to go as maybe above the shoulder, just below the neck here, which might be 1-point-something meter. Not precise with the measurements, but yeah, we're gonna dig it all the way until his arms here, by just lower by under the neck. Yeah, that's the height we're looking for. So you can see we're just like on the waist, on the waist right now. So we still have a long way to go. There is that gentleman at the back there. I told you I'm here, I'm assisting, I'm doing something, I'm contributing. So yeah. The two of us were tagging along, doing this. So yeah, it's gonna go well, it's gonna go down well. So yeah, I had to assist and remove those stones behind him, because what's gonna happen after he's done digging here, we're gonna have to come with a spade and remove the soil. So that soil, he needs to be throwing it behind him right there. So I had to remove those stones so that we are able to use the stones later on. So yeah, as he put those stones there, I'm gonna have to come and remove them, because we are gonna need those stones to flush the water with. So what we're gonna do with those stones, they're gonna assist in soaking the waste liquids. You'll see it later on the vlog. You will see it later on. We'll be showing you how we use the stones later on once we have dug the hole. it is, there it is. So you can see we are getting there, we're halfway. So like I said, you see now he's going to need to use that space behind him to dump all that soil. And let me tell you something which you're gonna see later on. As you can see, I'm going outside to check on something. I realized that the more we're throwing that soil behind the gentleman there is a fence there which we have literally destroyed. We were not aware. There we go. The poor fence couldn't hold the weight of the sand because the sand is wet. So now I had to come and do a cesarean and cut it off so that we can release the pressure of the wet sand there. But disaster is about to go down. As you can see, I'm a bit hesitant because I'm thinking, hey, if this landslide come through heavy, accident is gonna happen. And boom, it did happen. But I saw it coming. I saw it coming. Ooh, disaster. But yeah, part of the fun vibes. So now I'm just gonna try to shuffle the whole lot down there so that we can release more pressure, because we're still gonna be throwing more soil. We're halfway. We're halfway in digging this hole. So yeah, we need more space to be sending more soil that side. So yeah. Oh, disaster. I was nearly buried alive. So here I am, making my way back there to the working site. Listen to me, making it all professionals. Working site. DIY, my friends. DIY. Do it yourself. I love to experiment with them DIYs. You know what? Because there's so much challenges I encounter. You see that gentleman coming through. That's my neighbor. He's got a video here where I titled it Backyard Farming. He's got a big backyard farm, so check it out. I'm gonna put it there on top. You will check it out, and right on top there you can click it after you watch this. So yeah, I'm gonna attach it there. So he's asking me, yo, what's happening, TK? I'm like, ish, brother, that rain, it filled up the 2 septic tanks we had, and now we need a backup hole to drain all that waste liquids to the next hole. So this is what we're doing. So I'm thinking he's gonna be like, hey, can I come and assist you guys? It's like, oh, okay, that's what's up. Okay guys, I'll see you. Keep on working, guys. And gone he was. In 60 seconds he was gone. Banana. So back again to the serious, not so serious work. More banana. A call comes in. Douglas receives a call and somebody's asking him, shh, don't tell him, have you had something to drink? I think that was his wife checking up on him. Because immediately after that call, he went and had something to drink. So I guess he needed to reboot the system. Have some cold one, brother. So yeah. As he's busy pouring himself a drink there, I am gonna come right behind him there. Like I said, you see, I'm rolling that stone because there was no way I'm gonna carry it. The stone weighs more than I do. So please don't judge. I don't want to see any crazy comment, because Douglas, my friend here, was carrying them all out of the hole. I'm not that physical fit. You can see this gentleman, he's fit. I had to roll the stone all the way from up there. Going slow like a tortoise. Look at me. I'm taking like an hour just for that stone. Oh, guys, don't judge. The stone is heavy. You're gonna see it in a close-up as it comes. Eventually when I get next to Douglas there. So yeah, I'm rolling that stone. Rolling stone. Go. So eventually, let's wait for me to make it. You can take a break. Go pour yourself a glass of water. Go make tea or coffee, because I'm going to take a while to get there. Yeah, no, we were not all blessed with the same strength. But those who are up to date with my videos, they know I do carry a load. You see, I told you. I was just warming up. I just wanted to give you guys entertainment. No, that stone was big. You can see it there. Let's go. Boom. So yeah, I'm actually busy carrying these stones and put them closer here, because now, like I said, what we're gonna do, we're gonna construct a wall, a supporting wall around our hole here, so that the hole doesn't cave in terms of movement. You know, the ground does shake now and then. So yeah, so we have to put stones there, because we are trying to do this project as much as with as much as low finances as we can, because this came as an emergency. You know, I just woke up and next thing the septic and the water was starting to come out on top of the slab top, so it was hectic. So I didn't want it to blast. The next thing, the neighbors will be complaining, bad smell. You know what is under there, so you know what goes inside the septic tank. So I didn't want issues with my neighbors. So we had to do this DIY quickly because it was an emergency. So we didn't have the funds to be able to do this project. So we used as much natural things and free things as we could. So we used things like metal roof, which was left from an old house. So they removed it and they changed their roof. So we took those metal roofing and we used them here, so you'll see. Also use stones instead of bricks. The only thing we might have spent money on is the 3 bags of cement. In fact, even them, they were already there by my house. I had already bought them. So like we literally didn't spend much money here. Only minor things we had to spend money on, you know, like thanking my friend here for assisting me. So yeah, I had to give him a little bit of something, because honestly I wasn't gonna do this on my own. So this was literally done with as much low cost as we could have saved. So yeah, we didn't spend much here, and Douglas is my friend. It's a family friend, so it was just like more of a thank you, because he did assist me. I wouldn't have dug that hole on my own. I couldn't have done that. So yeah, we literally saved a lot of money here by using the stones. We also used tree logs, as you'll see later on, for the roof, for the metal roofing, which we used here, using old metal roof from an old house which had been renovated. So they removed the old metal roof and then they put a new one. So I went there and collected the leftovers. So you can see we're throwing all the stones in. It's going to build a wall around, and other stones are going to be used to soak the water waste as it comes through, because you can't just leave the hole like that empty. There have to be stones underneath there. So that's what's up. That's what's happening here. So you saw, it's a lot of stones I've been carrying. Like, I'm waking, guys. You can see there's a lot of stones. That's all me. All the stones, they're not coming from like manna from heaven. That is me. I carried each and every single stone you see there. Me, TK. So I don't want anyone telling me on the comments I was not doing any work. Yeah. As the video continues, don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Join us. We're all good vibes here. Nothing but good vibes. Appreciate you so much. Let's go. So as you can see, there is starting to build that wall, picking the stones in positions, in the right positions there to support the walls, so that the hole doesn't cave in. So it's going well. DIY, that's what we do. DIY, that's what we do. we go. We are throwing more stones inside to soak the waste there. So as you can see, the wall is coming up proper. As you notice, the water is starting to fill up a bit, and we have even made an entryway to the other septic tank, but the water is leaking through. So you see how much water there is down there. So it really shows that the two septic tanks, which were already existing, they were under a lot of pressure because it was full to the top right there. So in a matter of other 2 days, it was going to explode. So I didn't want to risk that, having the water to explode. The next thing, we have a disaster, which now we need to spend a lot of money and call professional plumbers and the whole 9 yards. So yeah, I decided to intervene with my DIY knowledge ASAP. So Douglas came through for me, and here we are. So you can see the wall is coming out nicely. We're building it, it's rising, it's gonna support, and then where we left there, that's where we're gonna do an entry hole so that we can access the septic tank, the existing septic tank above us there. So that's why we're leaving it there. We're not gonna build a wall going up with stones there, because we need that entryway. So that's where we're gonna dig a hole, and then water is gonna come through, relieving leaving space on the other existing septic tank. So we're literally going to transfer the water to this new hole, and then the other two septic tank, they're going to be now, at least they will be half. So with 3 septic tanks, I think it's going to be okay now. Even if we have heavy rain and flooding, it shouldn't be a problem now, because now we have 3 septic tanks, which now they can exchange the load of the water. So once one gets full, it will release to the next one. When the next one gets full, it will release the water to this third one, the new one we're just busy doing now. So there's the wall. It's coming up proper. Let's go. And the one who's handing over the stones there, as I carry them, I hand them over to him, then he continues to build the wall, because we wanted to finish this in 1 day. This job was supposed to be a 1-day job, but we went to the second day because we finished really late, because as you can see, it's just the 2 of us and it was a lot of work. So now there are the pipes which you're going to use to put there in the entryway, which we're going to dig there right now. So we are about to access the other septic tank there. As you can see, it's poking in there, that metal rod, so that we can dig that hole nicely. So even he has to be careful there, because that water is going to come out with lots of pressure. So he doesn't want to turn black with all that waste which is in there. We know what's inside there. Yeah, we definitely know what's inside there. The stuff which we have in our stomach, this is where we release it. So to be polite enough, you don't want all that liquids all over you, because that's waste liquids. Nope. That won't be good waste management. Yeah. You will need like a proper shower if all that liquids explode and split all over his body. It will be a fun moment though. So as you can see, even he is very aware, because he doesn't want to make a mistake and blast that hole open. Next thing, that whole waste comes through, showers him all over. So yeah, he's very careful. As you can see, he keeps on changing position, because you can see he's getting closer and closer. So yeah, timing is the best. I'm standing up there, far away from all of it. I don't want poop all over me. So yeah. Safety first. Yeah. So let's wait. It's coming up. You'll hear the sound. Once you hear the sound, you know it's going down. I'll let you listen in. Let's go. Oh, can you hear it? Can you hear? I think it's there. I think. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? He was lucky, you see? He was very, very lucky. Timing is everything here. So yeah. Now the water pressure has been released from the other two existing septic tank. It's now coming through the new septic tank. So that's the whole intention of doing this project. We needed to release the water. You can see it's black as they come, that water. That's all black waste dead. That's all black waste. So you don't want to be touching that water. Nope, you don't want to. You'll be getting all kind of diseases in there. So yeah, so we just have to make sure that pipe is holding. We're still gonna put some stones around it in case the water comes through heavy, so that it doesn't shift. Because once we close the top with the concrete slab, we won't be able to access it. The only access we'll have on the top is from that pipe, which you can see on the side there, which is not being used around, and that's only just to peep through the hole to see whether the septic tank is full or not. So once the slab is on, we cannot access the inside of this hole. So if we want to access it, we need to break the concrete wall and start all over again. So that's the problem. So as you can see, you see how quick it was for this new hole to get full. I mean, this hole was as tall as the person was digging it. So that is like a meter and something, 1.5 meter, I think. So you can see there was too much water in the two existing septic tank. So we really needed to relieve it. You see, it's still going strong. There, it's almost full, and here we are now worried. What if the water, this new hole gets full so quickly, and then now the water starts the very same thing which I was trying to avoid is going to happen? Because if this gets full and then this water waste runs over to the streets, to the neighbors, I just didn't solve nothing, because I was trying to solve that very same problem. So I was so worried. I said a little prayer. I did. So as the water is still going strong, I was very, very much worried. I didn't even want to show my face on the camera because I was so worried. But I started realizing that, oh wait, the water is decreasing pressure. So that means maybe it won't get full and overrun that hole, split outside of the hole. So you can see, it's still going, but the pressure is not that strong. So that's when I could take a breath, and I was like, oh, thank God. You see, the pressure has been decreased. So that is when I actually just sat down for a minute and I said a little prayer and said thank you. Because I was so much worried. So our measurements were perfect, our estimations were perfect, and we thought 1.5 meters will be fine, and literally it was okay. So yeah, we had to leave it overnight so that it can go down into the ground. So the very next morning when we came through, we were so happy to see the results, which you'll see on the day 2 of this DIY project. Yeah. It took us 2 days to do this. So we're just gonna put some steel rods for temporary enclosure of this, because we cannot leave it open. It's a hazard. Kids can fall in, animals can fall in there. So we need to close it because that is waste, which is there. It's not healthy. We need to close it. So we're gonna close it with some temporary measures there. We were just putting some steel rods there, and then we'll put some metal roofing on top, which I got from a neighbor, the old roof which needed replacement. So everything which you see here is just stuff I'm picking up from home. Like, I was trying to save every cent, every buck I was spending, because I didn't have the finances to do this. I didn't have money to do this. So that's the whole thing with my DIYs. I just use whatever I have around the house or whatever I can find. Anything to save a dime. Yeah, I'm on it. That's my whole thing. Yeah, with my DIY projects, I try to bring solutions at a low cost as much as I can save. So this is one other project where we're doing that exact thing. So as you can see, those 3 rods, I had those metals for like almost 4 years now. We use them when we build. Builders will know what that is. So yeah, you put them on the corner when you build in the corners. Then that's what we use those metal rods for. So they've just been lying there at home for nothing. As you can see, there's the metal roofing. As you can see, it is old. The sun has done damage to it, but it's gonna work for this purpose. See the hole? It's literally almost full, And yeah, we'll leave it here overnight, and then the water will sink down. The next morning when we come through, we'll do the slab, the concrete slab on top, and finishing touches. So this is the work for today. The next job will be on day 2. So we'll leave it as it is, safety first, cover it, and then next morning we'll start the project again.